Hi guys, and welcome into another Bly Manor reaction. Today we are on to episode 5. This one is called The Altar of the Dead, and I'm very excited. We've been getting a lot more information earlier on in the series than I thought we would, so I'm really nervous about where the show is going. But it just ended with, it seemed, Dani kind of hitting some sort of breaking point, especially when it comes to her past, because it seems to be preventing her, or at least she's had this realization that it's really hindering on her being able to move forward. Obviously, she is into Jamie, the gardener, but she's still being haunted by her past, which we found out that what her past consists of in the last episode. At the end of the last episode, it ended with her kind of just staring her past down, staring Edmund down, the ghost of Edmund down, and having a drink, and she just kind of seems to be over it. So I'm interested to see where her character goes from here. And of course, I'm interested to see where the flippin' plot is going from here, because I could not tell you what's going on right now. So we're going to leave it at that. If you would like to watch the full episodes along with me, my uncut reactions are available below on my Patreon. But if you would rather watch the edited versions here on YouTube, then let's get into it.
We can't count on our future either.
It's a morbid thought, but it's true.
You're young. Like, you have a past, you have a future. You know, I'd argue you can count on both.
As she drinks. Two very different drinkers.
Maybe I'll go back to Paris.
He's having that hard of a time here.
And you know...
What about her? You could too.
You could too.
They're about to run away to Paris together? She wouldn't leave the kids behind. I don't think he would either. This is all drunken thoughts.
Alcohol you later.
God, even for you.
I love a good dad joke.
Are you Hannah? Owen Sharma.
Oh my god, cute! We get to see the house staff starting out and meeting each other.
Why do you want to work at Bly?
That's...
Because it's close to home.
Oh, well, that's honest.
to take care of his mom. That makes sense why he would want to leave Bly now that his mom is gone.
Have you read Thomas Merton? If you take someone with dementia, for instance, and their consciousness is wearing away, you see underneath it, and it's, I don't know if it's transcendent, but I'm learning a lot about being alive. I mean a lot.
Stop, they're already connecting.
The Wingrows are here.
Who are you? Why did she just seem confused? Was that a literal transition, or?
We'll have tea this week. You'll tell me all about how numbingly constant everything is.
Well, I should like that very much, Mom.
Aw, they seem so nice. Peter?
You'll bring those in directly, will you?
Immediately.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. What is happening? Are these literal... The cars are there. It's suddenly nighttime? Is this just... Why are they transitioning weird like this? It's like the way that they're transitioning, they're making it spooky and making it look like this is literally how she's living. Like is this what... Is something wrong with her? What? Wait. Because she's always spacey and everything. And then they're showing this where she's like going from room to room and everything keeps being a different time, a different moment. And she's like constantly trying to catch up to what is going on. I don't know what's happening. Ooh.
I can arrange a ride for you. Or you can stay here, you know. Forever if you need to. Come.
Why is that creepy? You can stay here forever. Am I just finding everything creepy right now? I don't know. Listen, I love that we're getting insight into Miss Gross's haziness, but I don't know what is happening.
Any of us could die at any moment. Our moments are supposed to be like...
What is happening?
Oh, that's not it, is it? They're not.
Ew, not back here.
Don't touch me!
Ooh.
You talk to me like rubbish and I haven't heard from you in days.
Keep your voice down.
Don't tell me what to do.
He just came back like nothing happened?
Come on, I forgot all about that, Bex.
I haven't. Yeah.
Come here.
No.
Please.
Stay strong, girl.
Hey.
No.
You don't get to talk to me like that again.
No, never, never. I promise. I do.
Fool me once, fool me twice. And I know he's gonna fool her twice. What's next? The crack. Wait, is it always her that has seen the crack? Is this supposed to symbolize like a crack in time? Hello? He's stealing.
Helen.
You know, Charlotte Bunch told me that necklace is over 400 years old. It's probably worth thousands.
What am I up to?
Oh, you're taking things that aren't yours.
Nothing to say about that?
This is my home, Peter Quint. You'll leave long before I do.
And he did with their money. Another crack? Does that mean she's about to... Ew. Ew. Just the silhouette is terrifying. Uh-huh. Yeah. I knew Miss Jessel was the woman of the lake.
Here, I'll be putting together everything myself. It'd be
Okay, I'm trying to figure out, is there like a real timeline in her head? Or I don't know, I think it's in her head. It has to be. She can't be in multiple places at once. She's jumping around all these different times. But like, what is the genuine present day? And I can't tell if this is just the show's way of showing us what she's been going through, which I still don't know how or why or what's going on. Or if the show genuinely doesn't have a set present day and everything is just in a loop for everyone, or if it's just for I am thinking there's a lot happening, both in the show and in my head right now.
It's going to sound strange, but haven't we already done this?
I was gonna say, what do you mean you're not going by the script? I saw this scene already and you were, when she stopped and was like, I'm sorry. Is she aware of everything that just transpired, where she was like hopping around different times and then she came back to this and she was like, okay, I don't want to relive this again. Can we skip ahead? Or does she like not understand what is going on and she just has a strong sense of deja vu? He's gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. Let's get back to it. In Paris, I was a sous chef, which means they only let you cut vegetables. Here, I'll be putting everything together myself.
Miles is 7 and rather picky.
Miles,
What is happening?
tell me more about him.
Every time I have a grasp on a possible theory, something new happens and I'm like, wait, what?
He's a good boy and he would never do anything to...
Hurt you? Is that what you were going to say? Whatever would make you say that?
I don't know.
Hold on. I don't know what's happening, but him trying to push this idea into her brain that Miles could possibly have the power to hurt her. When I was editing, I think 3 and 4, I was thinking about how they really seemed to like Miss Jessel, right? What if the 2 little kids killed Peter? And since they killed Peter, that's why they have that power over him and are able to make sure that his ghost stays out of the house. And I'm guessing since they loved Miss Jessel, maybe they didn't kill her. And since they didn't kill her, she has free reign and they don't have control over her ghost. It was just something I thought about. I don't remember what triggered that theory, but that was definitely something that happened in my head while I was editing. And now him like pushing this on her that Miles could be capable of hurting you. It's making me wonder more about what these kids are capable of.
Miles Dominic Wingrave!
What do you think you're doing?
Hey.
What on earth has gotten into you?
What was that?
Did Miles come in here? Just now?
What would you say to making your position live in? And that would be a lovely nest egg for you. And we would compensate you accordingly, of course.
Oh, but Sam,
Well, we light that candle for him, don't we?
he will be back.
I need a break. And give me a second. I took a minute. The minute didn't help. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna keep watching.
I still love him.
Sam?
And what he did was... it was horrible, but...
Yes, it was.
I used to be a daddy's girl.
What?
Until, of course, I grew up and I wasn't anymore.
So when you find someone who truly sees you,
who truly believes in you, sometimes more than you believe in yourself.
No, but he doesn't actually. He's just manipulating you.
He scares me too.
Okay, then let's drop him,
But
girl.
in the best way.
No, in the he's might try to murder you and run away with money kind of way.
And I've never felt so alive.
Also, I think that she literally walked into the right because she walked into the lake and apparently killed herself. I mean, there's still a possibility that she was murdered, but also I could see it being like she genuinely did do that to herself because Peter stole everything and ran away, and she realized he doesn't care about her whatsoever, and then it led to that, and I think that's what happened. And then I think the kids somehow killed him. Huh?
Let me get your opinion, Rebecca. More salt in the stew?
Is she dead? No. How? Like, people telling her to stay here, like insisting that she stay here. It's like she's stuck here and they're trying to make her feel like she isn't. Why would they be talking to her ghost and being chill and trying to micromanage a ghost? Why are the kids trying to micromanage ghosts, though? I guess I can't put it past anyone. Maybe everyone knows more than I thought. Everyone insisting that she stay at Bly. Owen trying to get through to her that Miles is capable of really truly hurting her. And then her being trapped in that little church, and Miles looking like he was about to set it on fire. But if he did set it on fire and she died in that, then how would Danny be able to see the church and go in the church and be there and everything? And you know how at the beginning, like the first or second episode, it might have been the first, when we went into the church and Hannah was in there lighting candles, there was 4 candles lit when we only knew about 3 deaths. Is the 4th death her own? Are the kids even real? Is anything real? I'm starting to question. I don't know. I only have half theories right now that I'm not really sure about.
And in his taste confounds the appetite.
And she doesn't eat.
Smells delicious in here.
Wait, but she can drink. Is that a thing? If she's dead, ghosts can drink, but they can't eat? But then why is everyone talking to her like she's real and trying to act? I don't know what's happening.
I'm looking at this as an opportunity to hone my skills. In Paris, I was a sous chef, which means they only let me try.
I'm so freaked out by the way she got off track and he was like, hey, snap back into the scene.
You're familiar with glue traps?
We talked about that once.
Not yet, we haven't. But I thought about it for weeks after we did. Realizing that we may be stuck forever.
Okay, Jesus. But also, why is he talking about the future as if it's something of the past?
Does a mouse know when it's already over? Do we?
We?
She's dead. She doesn't know it's already over. She's dead, and she doesn't know. But when did she find out? Is she about to find out right now? If she found out right now, then why does she not know now in the Danny present? Unless she is still in the Danny present and she's reliving this moment where she was also dead. What?
God, that's what this is. This is morbid.
Be careful.
Morbid.
No, this is weird. This is creepy. Leave. Can they see her?
I have to be the bank in the morning.
Just stay a bit longer, please.
I wish I could. I've never had money or a family.
So you decided to steal it from other people?
Love or safety.
Okay, sorry about that.
We're always going to be the help in their eyes, aren't we? The thing that we could be in America. With money. I need you to pack your bags and be ready to go tomorrow night.
What are you talking about? I can't just...
Please.
Okay, so he's planning on running away with her. I'm guessing once she finds out that he's literally stealing from the family, she decides to stay back.
I get it here.
I don't know, but he seems genuine and... Like, I originally thought that he was gonna, like, abandon her. But, like, why would he tell her that he plans to go to America with her? There's no reason to not be genuine about that. Like, if he wanted to run away without her, I feel like he would just do it and not tell her anything. But he did. Okay, yeah, so sometimes she's not visible. Sometimes she can enter moments that...
This is one of my favorites.
Are you talking to her?
I don't find myself in this one too often, but...
This memory?
I like it when I do. I haven't seen you in this one before, though. What are you doing here? This is when it happened. I can never bring myself to what?
I'm so sorry. How are you
What?
doing up?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
You can sleep.
Why can what? Why? Okay. How? What? So that was Rebecca's memory that Hannah just walked in on, and Rebecca seemed chill with that. Great, okay, but none of them can see her right now. This can't. Rebecca's not here in this hallway right now. So how is this still Rebecca's memory and none of them can see us? Maybe because Rebecca's the only other one that's dead. That's weird. Then that must mean Owen is dead. Because Owen is breaking the fourth wall with Hannah in this weird episode. And we've never physically seen Owen anywhere but Bly. Although he did drive. There's no way. Nah, Danny's not dead. Remember that truck that she almost got hit by in like the first episode? Imagine she got hit. No, because I feel like if she was dead, she would have needed to make a connection with Bly first to end up stuck at Bly, and she didn't get there yet. So Owen has to be dead though, because he's able to break the fourth wall, just like Rebecca's able to. And I imagine Rebecca's able to see her and break the fourth wall because she's dead. I don't know. Gonna steal all the jewelry? Oh my god, that was a creepy shot.
I thought I said go back to bed.
Who is that? Oh, do not show me the face. That's... He's dead now? Is that his...
I said go back to bed.
What, is he a ghost? Is he a ghost? He doesn't know he's a ghost. Everyone's in denial.
The lady from the lake.
Rebecca and the lady at the lake are different?
The others, they say, stay away from her.
What others?
Huh. The 15 other dead people in this house. Oh my god, it's his dead body. Who is that? Who is that?
Let me go! Let me go!
You bitch! Let me go!
He's possessed by Peter right now. So every time he has a weird outburst that makes him sound like someone older than he is because he's being possessed by one of the ghosts in the house? He's not still possessed by Peter. Oh, hello? Like, he's not been possessed this whole time. Yeah, what is that? What is that? Also, that's why the muddy footprints happen, is whenever this memory is being relived again. Peter's death is the muddy footprint. And she drowned in the lake, of course. So Rebecca died the same way that Peter did. But Peter had the jewelry on him. They don't know that his dead body's in the lake. They think he just ran off with the jewelry, but he didn't. He didn't make it out. Who else is in the lake? Is the lake just full of dead bodies? Like every ghost in this house is a victim of the Lady of the Lake? Why hasn't the Lady of the Lake killed the children?
Paris, I was a sous chef, so I only cut vegetables.
I can't stand this conversation anymore.
We've been doing this since it happened, haven't we?
Her being killed. By Miles? No. Now I'm confused. Do I take back my Miles killed her theory? Is she a victim of the Lady of the Lake? Because what was up with that lighter moment with Miles in the church? That was so weird.
I mean, this is all you. I'm you, aren't I?
I'm you, he said.
It happened, haven't we?
Is Owen a figment of her imagination? Or is he a ghost?
Rebecca is 2 years away. Something is wrong with Miles.
You're dead.
Huh? Who? Miles or Peter?
Such a shame. Honestly, Hannah!
That's how she died?
This is her. Hi, Miles.
What was
It's nice to
that?
meet you. So pleased to meet you, my lady.
We can't count on the past.
I'm starting to think that it's only Peter that possesses Miles. Because now I'm trying to think of all the things that Miles has said, and it would fit with Peter. But what was that? Was that Miles pushing her down the well? I'm guessing that's how she died, was getting pushed down the well, but I can't tell if it was Miles who pushed her or Peter who pushed her. Because they were one and the same when we were shown that. It would make sense for it to be Peter because they were kind of at each other all the time. I think I'm thinking too hard, and I think I just have to let the show do its thing.
I will go to Paris with you.
Alcohol you later.
No, wait. No. Wait!
No.
You're Hannah Grace. The year is 1987. You were at Bly. You were Hannah Grace.
So I guess I was wrong. The Lady of the Lake is not Rebecca. Rebecca was definitely a victim of the Lady of the Lake. Peter was a victim of the Lady of the Lake. Hannah, I think, died at the hands of Peter or Miles while he was possessed by Peter. I just don't understand when. I don't know what's real and what isn't. And I am stopping there before I film another episode because it is late and God, the next episode is 66 minutes. Oh my God, please explain everything that just happened in episode 5 to me in episode 6 because my mind cannot compute episode 5. I have just like a million half theories in my mind and a million. I think I understood this moment, but then what does that mean for this moment? Things are happening. I'll see you guys in episode 6. Okay, we are back with episode 6. It's a new day. Last episode was all about Miss Hannah Gross and it was cluing us into the fact that she's dead. It's a little hazy in my mind whether she was pushed by Miles or Peter, but I'm leaning toward Peter, even though when we saw it happen, it was Miles, but he was possessed by Peter. It was an interesting episode to try to keep up with last time. But before we go on to episode 6 real quick, I just want to ask you guys what you think of this lighting. I'm changing up the lighting every single time I film a video because I still have not figured out the exact lighting that works best for me. So if you have any opinions about whether you like the lighting during the episode 5 bit of this video or the episode 6 bit of this video, please let me know. That would be really helpful. Let's get into episode 6, which is called The Jolly Corner. Is it gonna be jolly? Okay, so I'm wondering if since we went through Hannah, oh, we're back here with him.
The post is here.
Is this gonna be his episode? I was wondering, I was like, since we had an entire Mrs. Gross episode, are we gonna have like, kind of like how Hill House went sibling by sibling, is the second half of the show or this middle section of the show going to give us staff person by staff person? But I didn't think that he might be involved. I don't know. This might be a Henry episode. It might not. It's literally just a scene showing him in it as the first episode or as the first scene. And I'm like, is it a Henry-centric episode? It might not be that. I gotta chill. I'm gonna assume, yeah, that would have been his brother, because his last name is Wingrave, too. Does he literally live here? Ew, what is this angle? No, he's not dead. We've seen him at the pub. He's not stuck here. But he can see someone who's dead, clearly. Is that why he stays here all the time? Is there a dead spirit stuck here with him? What? Ew, do not smile like that. Ew!
Where's my girl? My girls. Where are my girls?
Why'd they just look at each other like that? What? And we're just gonna leave that? What was I supposed to take from all that? This show is starting to stress me out. Sarah? Girl? What you doing out here? Oh, good.
Don't usually see you this side of the 8 a.m.
Well, we have things to talk about because things got awkward.
Cheers. Cheers. I'm not the best at coffee either.
Kids have been a little strange lately. Everything's been a bit strange, really. I seem to see less and less of Hannah. She just goes out, I guess.
I wonder if the reason for that, of Hannah being in and out like that, is her awareness that she is dead. You know, the last episode talked a lot about her being in denial, and I wonder if when she's stuck in denial, she's visible to others, and when she's accepted these moments of, oh my God, I'm dead, she is invisible to the others. Because we saw like the loop that's going on in her mind constantly of her kind of realizing she's dead and then pushing it back and getting back into this denial phase and then realizing she's dead and pushing it back, you know. And so I wonder if that cycle is kind of correlating with how much Danny is seeing her, because I assume that Danny's alive. Although I just also wonder what the difference is between the other ghosts at Bly versus Hannah. Like, I assume, like the Lady of the Lake, for example. Although I think she's visible because the kids were like trying to. That's interesting. Maybe all the ghosts are visible, but Danny doesn't see them because the kids are really good at managing them, you know, in that dollhouse and making sure that they're in places where Danny won't come across them. So then it just makes me curious about if the kids know that Hannah's dead, and if they do, why they chose to make it okay for her to be on the staff and present as living. It seems that she was the housekeeper before, died here, and continued to be the housekeeper. And I wonder if Henry Wingrave knows that. He might, considering I don't know what that was at his office. He was having a drink with himself.
Did you wake up just for this?
Yes.
No?
She did.
Just to come say hi at 6 in the morning for no particular reason.
Just be honest.
Poppins. You flirt. Fine. Gotta keep things proper boring, haven't we? Look, there's a pub in Bly. Would you want to get a drink?
She would. Oh my God. Yeah.
Flora?
This is the same morning.
I just woke up.
Where's the dollhouse?
Hello? Who are you?
Yeah. What? We've never seen this person before.
Nanny!
This was when her parents were alive.
It's not Miles. It's not. It's...
I knew it. When they like looked at each other when she was giving birth, Flora is his, isn't she? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Come! See! Quickly!
This must have been her first interaction with a ghost at Bly. Obviously, she's not scared of them anymore. I mean, she's scared of the lake lady.
His face isn't finished.
Oh, no.
That's so scary.
Doesn't even have a mouth.
I had a friend when I was your age, too. In this house, in fact. And I was very afraid of him until I gave him a story.
Maybe I could do that. Give him a story.
And so it begins.
When's Daddy coming home?
Where is he?
From Scotland, Mummy.
Scotland?
I suppose it's because I'm too old. I feel like I should be littler.
Oh my God, this is so weird when they break the fourth wall with these memories. That's so true. This is years ago. So she shouldn't be looking like the Flora that we know in the present day.
Why is my age all wrong?
You know why, don't you?
No!
Because this is a memory.
That's right.
Well, yeah, but why do we...
I'm tucked away again.
Wake up. Wake up. Hey. Hey.
I'd like to go back to sleep, but to dream. Not a memory. Dream this time.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, so these memories, I'm wondering who's instigating them. It looked in that moment that it was given to her by the ghost of Miss Jessel. I'm wondering if that's just a creative way for the show to transition, or if Miss Jessel's like literally the one causing the memories, and them being like their current age in these memories is just because it's not really the present day, it's the memory, which is an interesting way to show that. Like a lot of the time in movies and shows, when there's a memory, you flash back and you see little 5-year-old Flora during this time when she was 5 in this memory. And it's really interesting that they're showing them this way, where the person who's having the memory is aware of it. So we're very much in their shoes and they're seeing themselves and experiencing it as their current self, just looking back at the memory. It's such a clever way to show it because that's much more realistic, I imagine, to how we think in real life when it comes to thinking back on the past.
Said Flora's been sleepwalking?
Mm-hmm.
And she's all right?
I'm not sure.
If she's all right, that's all.
I think he has a lot of guilt about having been with, he has a lot of guilt when it comes to betraying his brother, hooking up with his brother's wife, knowing that Flora's his, I think.
Well, hello, Flora.
Oh my god, he's actually
It's
calling.
Uncle Henry.
Hello, Dad. Uncle Henry's on the phone.
You're back.
I am.
From Scotland.
Flew in last night, last flight out of Glasgow. I've answered my own question, actually, in the time that
We've been talking.
I've sorted it out.
Safe travels.
I wonder if he, I don't know if he knew in that moment, but I wonder if he knew by the time he died.
Might as well come in.
I cannot with that smile. I cannot with that smile.
The calls are spooking them. You know it.
The calls are from him?
She could send out a notice of death and stop the incoming mail. You insist on handling it so that no one does. The world where you can pretend your brother's still alive gets a little bit smaller, doesn't it?
Okay. Okay. So what I still don't really understand. I still don't really understand what's happening. But they mentioned the phone calls, and they talk about how he never calls. And what if he does try to, but he can't because is he dead? Is he dead? But if he's dead, then why would they be talking about his brother being dead and him trying to pretend he's not? That's usually something that the living would do, unless he's in denial too. I don't know. I could be thinking way off. Let me think out loud. Let me be wrong. But maybe he's dead, and that's why his calls aren't going through to the house. The only thing that really makes me think that couldn't be the case is that we saw him at the pub with Danny. Don't even get me started on trying to understand why there's 2 of him and why he's talking to himself like that. Maybe it's the show's metaphor for representing the piece of his mind that he keeps tucked away. The piece that is aware of all the terrible things that happen in the world, and he just likes to live in ignorance. He's very ignorance is bliss, and that piece of him is the piece that makes him face everything that he tries to ignore, and it's just a visual representation of that. I'm not sure, or it could be something more supernatural. I don't know.
Henry's not exactly himself anymore.
Since his brother,
Ever since Charlotte and Dominic went on that blasted trip,
they
I
died.
suppose none of them came back.
What?
The kids I would have taken care of.
I got things handled here. You go and enjoy yourself.
This is weird. This is weird. Usually Owen and Jamie always leave at the end of the day. Why are they dead too? Well, I thought that Owen might be don't get me started on Owen. He was an interesting character in episode 5. What if we're just all dead? What if Bly Manor is a place, it's all for ghosts who are in denial? What is this? This is not cute date night.
Where are we going? Wow, that's beautiful. You planted that? Yeah. It's a moonflower. These flowers will be dead by morning. And tomorrow night, new buds will bloom, and then they'll die. So Dad's underground, and Mum's under some bloke. There's not a leaf, not a branch, not a flower in his world. And when he finally climbs out of that grave, they laugh because the whole town knows that the new baby,
Isn't
my little
his.
brother Mikey, isn't his. And they call my mum a whore. Call the daughter one too. And in 67, Louise bolts. And I come home from school to find Mikey. Alone. Social services gets involved and we split up. And it's there I start gardening. Busy work for idle hands. You pour your love and your effort and your nourishment into them.
And you get a payoff, yeah.
Like this moonflower just might be worth the effort. And it all breaks down and rises back up. We leave more life behind to take our place. It's where all its beauty lies, in the mortality of the thing.
3 outfits in one video. It's getting a little crazy. It's getting a little crazy. Long story short, I ended up having to get a new SD card, then scrape the insides out of my camera to get the new SD card in because the old SD card broke off into it. I just want to watch this episode. I like to think I have great patience when it comes to waiting between episodes. I never agreed to having to wait in the middle of an episode. You're kidding. And they were about to kiss. I could see the lean was happening. Danny and Jamie were about to kiss. And then this happens. But anyways, it's a new day. Again, are we surprised? It's taken me 3 separate days to get through these 2 episodes. I pray that we have no more technical difficulties. Anyways, I know exactly where we left off. Let's continue. You see? There was a lean. Please just be happy. Okay, and no past is haunting us. Everything is great. Everything's fine. Moonflowers. Pretty. We are in a creepy forest. Why are they kissing like that? I don't think I had a chance to say it yesterday because my camera stopped working, but I loved the comparison that Jamie made to trying to grow flowers and realizing that that's just impossible to do with people. Like you can't have control over people the way that you do with flowers. And I think she just kind of, not in a bad way, but she has control issues, and it's only because of a self-defense mechanism where she doesn't want to be let down by others. And flowers cannot let her down. She can only let herself down when it comes to flowers. There's no other factor other than her not putting in the right amount of work. Whereas with people, you can put in billions of hours of work and still end up disappointed.
What are we going to do about this?
Have a child? Ew! I forgot about the smile. I already blocked that out of my memory.
One more piece in the car. Okay.
Oh my gosh, the dollhouse. He gifted it.
Darling, look what your brother's brought.
It's terrific.
He's suspicious already?
I'll call you when I get to Berlin.
Sounds perfect.
He knows. He knows. And he's staying quiet. Oh, I thought we were about to get into like a big scene with the 2 of them about him confronting her. My God, why are you sitting in the dark like that?
You should get some rest as well. Are you coming to bed?
Oh, we are gonna have the confrontation already. Okay.
Flora's birthday. What are you thinking?
It's impossible for hers to be his.
What a strange night that was. She was so early.
She wasn't, though.
Well, for a baby that early...
She was so big.
She wasn't nearly as small as I expected. Math didn't work, did it?
Math ain't mathing.
Took me 6 years to do the math, because I didn't want to, did I?
Denial. That's a big theme in this show.
Do you love him?
I think she must, because it's not just a one-time thing. It's been going on and on and on. She does, yeah. Yeah, it already sucks, and then it's your brother.
Were you sleepwalking again?
She was in a memory.
I think I was tucked away again.
Miss Jessel's making it happen.
Let's get some breakfast, shall we? I'm positively famished.
Wait. Is she possessed? Well, I was thinking this earlier because she's always like, perfectly splendid. And is she literally possessed when that happens? I thought Miss Jessel was like controlling her memories, like making her remember something for some reason. But I think that both Peter and Miss Jessel are possessing Flora and Miles. And that's what we've seen this entire time, is them being possessed. And it was just a moment like that where they're disoriented and confused is the real them. If that's a theory that I want to go with, that makes me rethink so much. Like, was it Miss Jessel who decided to control the ghosts in the dollhouse? Was it Miss Jessel and Peter who were deciding to protect Danny and lock her in the closet? Or are the kids completely unaware of what's going on? And it's just them getting possessed and trying to keep things in line. I don't know. That's interesting.
I'm unavailable unless someone is hurt.
Honestly, if I was Danny, I'd be like, she's hurt, she's dying, just to get him on the phone and get him to come over or something.
Fine. Get it back on the phone.
He's drunk. Oh, a memory. He's been tucked away. I love that Flora says it like that.
You're banished, little brother. You're banished from my house. You're banished from my wife. My children. You don't have a brother anymore. Or
And
a niece.
disowned.
Just yourself. Your real self.
The dark
He's
pieces
an
of
evil
himself.
shit.
The smiler.
You have to live with yourself.
Yeah. So I think that other self that we've been seeing of him really is just like a metaphor for what his brother is saying here, where it's like the parts of himself that he's ashamed of. This, he called him literally evil, which is a lot. So I think it's just a pretty incredible way for the show to show us the guilt that Henry is still sitting with and facing every night. For his past decisions. And the fact that he doesn't go to Bly makes a lot of sense. He literally was told by his brother, you're never to go there ever again. And he's keeping that, he's keeping to that order even after his brother's death. I think this is true guilt and regret from Henry, which is kind of hard to face sometimes as the audience, you know, when a character does something so horrible as have an ongoing affair with their brother's wife and have a child with their brother's wife and pretend that it's their brother's child when it's really theirs. Like, that's disgusting and awful. And immediately to mind comes the word unforgivable, unredeemable even. Like, how could you do that? How could a person do all that? But I think that this show has done a really great job at showing us that there is genuine regret and guilt there with Henry over this whole thing. I don't even know. We haven't gotten to like his brother's death yet and how he might have been involved. It's a hard thing to face, seeing goodness and humanity shine through someone who's done such awful things. It's an uncomfortable thing to face as an audience member, and I commend the show for putting us in that spot where we're seeing what horrible things this man did, and we're seeing how genuinely he's sitting with those decisions and regretting those decisions every day.
You shouldn't worry. It's going to be fine. It's
The
just
trip.
a few weeks, my darling.
A few weeks.
This is called a talisman. I used to make them.
Oh, her mom gave her this idea.
Tucked away again.
Yes.
In another memory.
Yes.
Tucked away safe. You should probably wake up now.
You've eaten dinner without me.
What? You already ate in your room. Owen made you soup.
I don't remember that.
Told you she wasn't herself.
You seem fine.
It's okay. I don't like it.
Oh, that's probably your
See,
uncle.
I think right
Everything's
there.
gonna be okay. Hello?
Oh my god. Oh, he is really there. Talk. There was a weird.
Do you really think she'll answer one of these times? Don't
Okay,
imagine.
I got scared. I got scared before thinking because they made reference to the phone calls being Henry earlier in the episode. And I got scared and I was like, oh my god, is he a ghost? And he like can't get through. Like he keeps trying to call. I go back on thinking that he might be dead. I think he just is, like I said, in denial and doing things that don't make sense. But also the Flora that we just saw panicking in the kitchen, I think that was Flora, not Flora possessed by Miss Jessel.
You might hear her say, Flora residence? Unlikely.
Is he calling and hoping that Flora answers and Flora never does? Why? I assumed they were talking about the mom, the dead mom. Is Flora dead? Maybe, because the only other person that did I think about this already? I think I considered this for a second. I completely forgot this theory. Because the only other person we've seen getting tucked away in these memories is Hannah. And we know Hannah's dead.
Well, I was nearby and...
He's getting tucked away now, too? He has been, I guess.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you. We're leaving tonight. India. I'm going to make this work. My husband, my family. I needed you to hear it from me. There's a lot more to it than love. A lot more to it.
What sort of an accident? Well, surely they're all right. You're wrong.
The immediate denial.
You're mistaken.
He thinks it's his fault. What happened to them? It's his guilt.
Her voice be the first one you heard when she picked up the phone.
Oh, Flora.
Her little voice.
I wonder if she hasn't picked up the phone since. That would make sense. Because he had to call and tell Flora what happened. I would never pick up the phone if I was a little girl. If I picked up the phone and got the news that my parents were dead, I'd never pick up the phone ever again. But okay, so she wasn't dead before her parents. Why? It felt like there were just like little things that were said throughout this episode that made me think Flora might be dead. Maybe did she die after her parents? Is she even dead at all?
There were other nights, and there will be other nights.
Will there? Hope we don't die tonight.
Promise.
They're so cute. And I wonder if Danny's ever been with a girl. I imagine she hasn't. So she must be like in overdrive. Like, oh my god, it feels this good. It can be this great.
What are you doing? Going. What? I'm going to Bly. You couldn't do anything anyway. I have a terrible feeling.
Fight against.
Oh, that's
Fight against him. Get to Bly.
And maybe you can tell those little kids to their faces exactly how their parents died. And you can tell them why they were taking that trip in the first place.
Oh yes, keep walking. That is really hard to do. I commend him. I hope he really gets to Bly.
Hello?
Why is this attic so creepy but also so beautiful? I love the vibe up here. Oh. Ew.
There you are. Don't be scared.
Oh my god. Yes, he's who we saw in the crawl space. Is this the attic or the crawl? I don't know. This is, well, we saw him in with the dolls in the place where Miles tried to throw away the Lady of the Lake doll. And then Danny had to go down there and get it. And then there was a bunch of dolls in the background. And then we saw a face move. That was him.
I'm so sorry about your face. Try this. There.
Okay.
There you are.
Great.
The night I gave you a new face, I was only just 5 years old. Why do you keep doing this to me? Just tell me. Miss Jessel! I don't like this game. Stop hiding from me.
The way she thinks it's a game. I don't think it's a game, girl. Okay.
I'm very cross with you.
But why?
I'm tired of being tucked away. I'm tired of forgetting things. And I'm tired of acting strange.
Flora?
Ah, not now. She can see her.
Come here.
Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Okay. I was thinking that this was a thing and the ghosts were just really good at hiding and the kids were really good at keeping Danny away from the ghosts. Because I was like, why can she not see the ghosts and the kids can? But she can. She just hasn't physically gotten to see them because they've been hiding from her and the kids have been protecting her. Oh my god. Oh my god, Miss Jessel, you don't gotta look at us like that. You don't. Why are you so mad? Ewy!
This is awkward.
Miles!
Possessing her again.
Flora, we gotta go.
That's not Flora.
Come on.
That's not Flora. Oh my god, Peter and Miss Jessel are taking out Danny. What are they gonna do with it? What's the plan? I don't understand why they would even do that. I mean, obviously, what I do understand is they don't want to be seen. They're trying to keep themselves, their ghost selves hidden, and they're acting through Miles and Flora. Who knows why? Can you just move on? Just go. You're supposed to be dead. Move on. But I wonder if they feel like now they have to kill or trap, I don't know, Danny, because she could ruin this mirage that they have going, that she could ruin the denial that they're happily living in. I'm not sure. Something like that. This was the episode I needed. I mean, there's still so many questions, but after an episode like episode 5, where I was like so confused through the whole thing, and then at the end I was like, so she's dead, right? That's what this all was? Like, and I was scrambled from episode 5. And then this episode 6, I'm still a little scrambled, but it has also answered a lot of questions, and it seems that we're finally pushing the plot forward again. These episodes 5 and 6 has been a lot of us catching up with where the characters already are, us realizing what these characters have been going through while we've been looking in from the outside, and now it seems we're going to be moving forward again for the final 3 episodes, and I am very excited to see where they take us. I'm so sorry that this video is probably extremely disjointed because of me filming on 2 different days and then having tech issues one day and then having to split it up and, the whole thing, but hopefully next time it will be a smoother experience. I think I'm going to do episodes 7 and 8 together in one YouTube video, and then we'll make episode 9, the finale, a standalone YouTube video. So that's my plan as of right now. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.